So today we will be talking about the tier list. More importantly, the changes I will be making to the tier list. Don't worry, the tier list will still be alive, just not in the same location. We will be moving away from the Google Sheets, and this has many reasons where we will get into a bit later, but the tier list will stay. You will still be able to find your favorite decks and to see what changes every time the meta changes, so that will still be possible. Now, why am I changing? As you can see, this is the tier list on my mobile device. Yes, it's in landscape mode, but it even proves my point. You know, it doesn't look nice, you have to scroll sideways. So the biggest reason is technicalities, technical issues. Another reason is also to create more of a community. So where will the tier list be going? It will be going to my personal Discord server. You can see it right there in the middle of the screen. But also I want to say a big thank you to Big Boss from the Royale community, the fan-made Discord server. He will also be hosting the tier list on his server. So if you don't want to join mine, you can still join his server. Now, where will we be going? We will be going to Discord. Everybody knows Discord. You know, it has its pros, it has its cons, but you know, it works everywhere. It has a mobile app. It's very accessible. We will be able to discuss stuff on the Discord. You know, we will get more of a community feeling, and I can see many people are already joining. So you guys are finding your way there. So that's really good news. So as you can see, here's my Discord server. You can see the list of all the channels here. Some of them you will be able to use, some of them you won't. But this is Discord, and in the middle with the green check marks, you can see the tier list. That's why we're here. As you can see, PvP top tier, those decks are still there, the best decks in the game. Boom, they're here. The beginner tier list, he's here for your variety of beginner decks, so don't be afraid, that will stay. We have the card tier list. We have the co-op teams. Oh, here I still see a little error. I have to change it, so we'll do that later. But here is a double co-op teams tier list. And we have the solo queue decks, a couple of decks that are best suited for when you're going play co-op mode all by yourself. This is something extra. Here you can discuss the tier list, so you'll be able to talk with your friends, you can ask questions, maybe I will answer, maybe somebody else, you know, but you have a community that can help you. You can ask questions and you can make suggestions. If you want to see something on the tier list or you have any suggestion, feel free to make those here. And yeah, that's basically it. We have our tier list on Discord. Very simple, very clear, to the point, very easy to use. You can have Discord in a web browser, you can have the app installed on your computer, you can have the app installed on your, you know, your iPad, your iPhone or your Android phone, it doesn't matter. Very accessible, and that's one of the main reasons why we are changing. Now also a big shout out to Big Boss and his community Discord server. They also will be hosting the tier list, as you can see right here. We have been working together for a longer period of time, but always glad to see we can continue working together. It benefits everybody, and as you can see, same decks, same tier lists, they are basically copied right from my server. So for some reason you don't want to join my server, you can always access the tier list in the community Discord. That's right, let's get straight into the new content, the update that's coming, version 4.0. So, 3 new heroes on the picture, but they already corrected it. It will only be 2 new heroes. When is the new update coming? 14th of April, the first fortnight of April they call it. So Before we get into this update, I will put on a little show in the background. I will be playing that alchemy deck. This is the version Boss Cross and me came up with the Trapper. So let's see how it goes. But new update, so there will be a new weekly tournament. I have no idea what they're gonna try and bring, so we'll see what it is. We've got the 2 new heroes, but we will be talking about that a little bit more in a minute or 2, 3. So that's that. And what else do we have? We will be adding avatars to the game. Avatar frames for your profile. So it's another cosmetic thing to work for. You like it, you don't. I like that stuff, so I'm looking forward to it. The 2 new heroes that will be coming, we will be talking about those a little bit more into detail after this. A new mini boss with a defensive aura. Okay, a new boss always brings a little bit of spice to the game, so we'll see what that is. And yeah, the fortnight of the first fortnight in April, 14th of April probably, that's coming pretty soon, so I'm not sure if they're gonna release any more teasers in the meantime, but who knows, maybe. So let's get into those 2 new heroes now. Heroes, units, cards, whatever you want to call them, we are getting 2 new ones. The left one, guess what its name is? It's Catapult. The right one is called Pyrotechnic. Okay, the left one, Catapult. Okay, nothing really special to mention there, is it? It's a catapult. So what does it say? Hurls a projectile that stuns enemies in the area. Okay, so it's basically an AoE stun. Okay, interesting. Let's remember that. Let's go over to the Pyrotechnic. Little goblin, or maybe what's it called? A gnome. I think it's a goblin. Fireworks, fire, pyrotechnics. So I'm not sure, but looks cool. So this one is a bit more complicated. Like when you have an odd number of pyrotechnics on the field, the attack speed is reduced. He attacks a random target and deals area damage. Okay, and when you have an even number of pyrotechnics on the battlefield, the damage is reduced and he attacks the first target. Okay, interesting. Before we go deeper into this, I also want to mention they're both epic cards, so purple cards. Okay, now what can we do? Let's do some quick out of the shelf brainstorming. Hurls a projectile that stuns enemies in the area, the catapult. I'm thinking, out of the top of my head, I'm thinking when you're playing co-op mode, you know, you're gonna try and create a bottleneck where your monsters and your partner's monsters come together and go into the final part of the lane. Like at the beginning of that lane, if you create a bottleneck and, you know, AoE stun that entire area and nobody can move. So that's pretty interesting. I'm also thinking about possibilities with Inquisitor, maybe, like if you have the AoE damage from the Inquisitor, if you can have the mobs grouped up, like kinda we used to do with the Cold Mage. You know, we would group up the mobs, but now you will group stun the mobs. Maybe that will work. We'll have to see. Then we have the Pyrotechnic guy. This one is really intriguing me. So with an odd number, your attack speed is reduced. At least that's what I understand. But he attacks a random target and deals area damage. So again, with the co-op mode, if you can group them up together and he can, all the mobs are there grouped up, he attacks a random target, so they will be there in the huddle and he does AoE damage, area damage. So that could be pretty cool. It all depends on how much damage he will do and stuff like that, but that's interesting to say the least. And then with an even number, if you have an even number of pyrotechnics on the battlefield, damage is reduced and he attacks the first target. Interesting, interesting. So with an odd number, attack speed is reduced. With an even number, damage is reduced. So what I'm thinking is odd number of pyrotechnics, huge area damage at a low attack speed. An even number, the damage will be reduced, so lower damage, but maybe a crazy high attack speed. So I don't know, let's see, we have to wait. I'm very curious. Let me know what you guys think below in the comments, or come and discuss this on Discord. This is coming to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you guys kind of understand why we're changing the tier list. And now you have also a little bit of a sneak peek of my thoughts about the new update coming. So I'm looking forward to seeing and hearing your opinion. I hope you enjoyed. If you do, please leave me a sub, a like, a comment. Everything is much appreciated. I wish you all a great day, a great evening, and I hope to see you soon on the battlefield.